So my neighbor, sometime this morning, I'm not sure on the details. Um, Looks like he, with his car, just touched the median with the tires, right? And this damaged the sidewalls of the tires to the point that one of the tires actually like popped and lost all air pressure. The rear driver's side tire. And in this event, the side curtain airbag is deployed. And I found out about this because I was out taking care of the animals and watering and stuff, and I heard a large diesel truck and hydraulic brakes releasing, and yeah, all of those, like, like a garbage truck kind of sound going on. It's like, what's going on? It's Sunday morning. What's happening? So I come out and I see his car. I'm like, are they towing it away? What's happening? I just kind of watch for a minute, and then looking at it for a couple minutes, I finally noticed that the rear tire is flat. Like, oh, okay. But I was still thinking they were towing it away. Like, all right, kind of go back inside because now I know that it's not, and I noticed the airbags had deployed. So now I know, like, okay, something actually happened to the vehicle. So they're not just like towing it because a neighbor doesn't like him or something, and they called it a tow company just to like remove his vehicle. So it's not something like that. It's something actually happened to the vehicle. So it's probably him that's in control of the situation. Um, so I go back inside and kind of finish taking care of the animals, and then come back out a little bit. Like I hear um, the ramp lowering. So now I'm curious because this whole time I had assumed that they were picking the car up and taking it somewhere. I thought, maybe somebody did something stupid and like slashed his tires or something. Because stupid shit like that happens when you park on the street. I have things stolen from my car all the time. You know, things happen. So they're like lowering the ramp. So now my curiosity is piqued. I'm interested in what's going on now. So I come out and I see him hop out of the truck. So I was like, oh, okay. Go up and talk to him, and he kind of tells me the story that he hit a curb and whatever. And the the tow truck operator, he's kind of like walking him through like what insurance is likely to look like for this thing. Honestly, like the only thing that happened is the front and rear driver's side tire touched a curb. That's all that happened. There's no body damage. There's no frame damage. There's no broken glass. There's nothing except the airbags deployed, and he needs two new tires, maybe an alignment. But it looks like he hit it really square, so I'm not even sure he really even needs an alignment, honestly. But yeah, like we check out those rims, make sure they're still straight. Check if it needs an alignment. You know, check if there's any damage to the axle or whatever. But that's it. Like, and most likely there isn't really any important damage to any of that stuff anyway. But the guy's like, well, because the airbag's deployed, they'll probably end up totaling it out. And I don't know how accurate that is, but the fact that the tow truck driver is even suggesting this indicates that, yeah, this is a thing that happens. And I've had some adventures with cars where they wouldn't cover anything. So, yeah. There's one with the 78 Spitfire that was insured uh, on under my name. It belonged the vehicle belonged to somebody else, but it was insured under me. And one of the pistons um, wanted to go for a little walk, and it it poked its head out through the sidewall of the engine block. Um, so basically, the engine exploded, and the insurance company's like, "Oh, there's nothing we can do about that." Thanks. So yeah, I kind of think this is a similar situation where they'll be like, "Oh well, that's gonna be $4,000 to like fix the side of the airbags, so the car's totaled or some stupid shit like that." What kind of world do we live in? The car is totally fine, really. What do you got to do? You got to tuck the airbags back in. That's it, and put new tires on it. And that vehicle is totaled, possibly. Like I haven't heard it just happened, a little while ago, so I haven't heard anything back. I don't know if he's even talked to his insurance agency. Honestly, if I were him, I'd probably just go take a nap. Like, shit. Just go take a nap for a little while. Like, but that I feel like that's a ridiculous world that we live in if that's how things are happening, right? This is kind of why I have. It's one of the factors in why I have older cars, um, because I can any minor damage like that I can just fix myself. I'm not even gonna contact my insurance agency, and if anything is severe enough that I can't fix it, then you know it was an $800 car, and I've been running it for 4 years. I got my money's worth out of it. Fair. It's like no complaints. I'm not even sure I would necessarily make a claim on it, even in that event. Depending on what the situation is, if somebody hits me, yeah, I'd probably make a claim on that. If I'm a dumbass and I like drive it into a ditch and that destroys the vehicle, I might not make a claim on that. I'd just be like, well, whatever, suck it up and just go get a different vehicle. Yeah, but no, this is a perfectly fine car. No real damage other than it needs a couple tires and the airbags deployed. Not even all of the airbags, just the side airbags. Right, so the main airbag still in there, still packed. It's fine. Just the two side curtain airbags, and the car is total. Potentially, potentially, it may not be. I don't know. That's a ridiculous situation. So we're gonna. There is a possible. There's a possible future here where that vehicle gets basically thrown away because the airbags were deployed. That's just an irresponsible use of resources. If that's how our society operates, that's ridiculous.